Okay, I'm live on YouTube. Happy Friday Groove Day, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. And we'll just wait a second, see if anyone jumps on. And I got my camera set up, so I'm kind of going back and forth, up and down here between the two cameras. So don't mind my eyes. It's all about the message. All right, we'll just wait a few minutes. Oh, what a week. That's all I can say. What a week. So I don't think anyone's going to jump on at this moment. That's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. And I think what I want to share with you, what's been on my heart, is to what do you deal? How do you deal when life just kind of throws you a curveball, or literally takes that carpet and pull it from underneath you? That's kind of what I'm going through, feeling like right now. And it's kind of crazy when those things happen, because you're just kind of happy, just walking all along, things are going great, and just like that, things take a turn. But before I dive into that, and ways of looking at it from a different perspective, and how to manage and navigate through those type of things, I gotta have my coffee. So here we go. I got my hot stuff mug, and it is hot stuff today. Oh, good. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Sometimes you don't know what you need until you have it, and you're like, oh yeah, I really needed that. um, so yeah, how do you deal with life when it throws you a curveball? How do you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going? And um, I think the one thing, I heard something yesterday, and I was like, that is so true. Because a lot of times we're always, the first thing people would say is stay positive. You got to be positive. You got to work through this. Just be positive. Yes, that's part of it. But, when you're kind of feeling down here, how the heck you going to jump up here and be positive all of a sudden? So it doesn't quite work that way. And I think one of the most important things is acknowledging your emotions. Hey, T-Barb, no worries. I was late myself this morning. I'm a little out of it, so bear with me here. But what I am sharing is about life, right? When life throws you a curveball, and how do you navigate that storm? How do you get back up? And regroup and keep moving forward. So that's kind of what I'm talking about this morning. And so when that does happen, I was just also saying that a lot of times people are like, well, you got to be positive, and things will be okay. Kind of like this magic wand that comes out of nowhere, and poof, you're back to feeling great again. But it doesn't quite work that way. And so how do you change that? How do you flip that, and where you're starting to feel better? And I think one of the things is that, people keep thinking, oh, well, I'm supposed to be positive. So they're suppressing all the emotions that they're going through. They're keeping them down. Any negative feelings, they're just suppressing them. But what we need to do, we need to acknowledge these feelings. You need to acknowledge them, validate them in a way. When you don't acknowledge and you're suppressing, this is when we start creating things like illnesses and pains in our body, and all just different kind of things that start happening. So you do want to acknowledge these feelings, and don't judge it. We can be very judgmental of ourselves. So give yourself some TLC, acknowledge these feelings that you're going through, process them, let them go through whatever they need to go through. The key is not allowing yourself to stay in that place for very long periods of time, that's when it can turn into other things like depression. And you don't want to get to that point. So even if that means that you need to talk to someone, if you belong to a community, if you have different friends, people that you can reach out to, if you're a churchgoer, then reaching out to your church community, seeking that help, that guidance that you need. Hey, Yolanda, how are you? So happy to see you here. Um, so just talking about when life kind of knocks you down and getting back up. So right now I'm just talking on the point of reaching out to people and talking to people, and getting the assistance that you need so you can start processing those emotions. So and once you process them, it's allowing yourself to then grow. So you have a few minutes at work. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad that you jumped in, and I hope things are going well for you at work. Um, so uh, you know, okay, so you're processing your emotions, going through all of that, and then you want to keep yourself grounded. And for me, grounded means, and there's a lot of different things that people do to get grounded. But for me, it's literally planting my feet on the ground. If you're outdoors, it's even better to be out in nature. But putting my feet to the ground, that's what I will do for my meditations. I need to feel the earth below my feet, acknowledging the earth, this planet that we live on, and just allowing yourself to feel centered. So when I meditate, I just really imagine, I focus on all my different chakra points, aligning them, and imagine light just going right through them, getting myself centered. So, for others, it may be just praying, it may be going for a walk, whatever brings that calm and peace to your being. That is what you should focus on in getting centered. And there's just so much going on in the world right now. The latest with Breonna Taylor, that news just makes me so angry and sad, that we will acknowledge bullets in a wall, but not a human life, this Black woman's life that was taken. And it's just, these are some really trying times that we're in right now. Last night, I just learned Hollywood protesters, they were out there protesting, and a couple cars ran through the protesters. One person injured, thank God, no one killed. But things are going to get crazier. So it is really crucial that we take care of our minds during this time, keeping ourselves uplifted and not being dragged down through all of this muck. We're in the muck right now. We're definitely in the muck. So not allowing ourselves to be dragged down in this, and keeping the love going. So if you are someone that's out there protesting, please, please, please be safe. Watch your surroundings. It's crazy times that we're in. So that is really what was laying on my heart that I want to share. We need to send out the light more than ever right now. Absolutely, T-Bar. Absolutely. Lola, hey, how are you? I'm so happy to see you here. I was just wrapping up. I'm talking about these crazy times that we're in, and all of us needing to stay grounded during these times, and sending out that light and that love, and keeping safe. Please, please, please be safe. So again, this was what's been laying on my heart. I know when you get the wind knocked out of you, it's really hard to get back up. So when that happens, just get up. Just get up. And if you need help, ask for help. I am Hal. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, things are crazy. Yes, they are. They are. So before I wrap up, I do want to draw a card. I have bye, Yolanda. Thank you so much for stopping in. Want to share a card of healing. These are my shamanic healing cards. These are my kind of go-to cards when I'm feeling down or low and just need some words. of encouragement. So I'd like to share that with you. Let me grab my glasses. Ah, well, this is an interesting card. Sexual energy. Let's see what this has to say. In the purest sense, sexual energy is not an energy to be expanded from you. It is a state to reside in. The first and second chakras are the root of our sexual feelings. When you use this very potent energy to manipulate people and situations, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. When you expand your life force energy up from your first two chakras and incorporate the energy from your heart and your crown, you can experience the most complete and divine experience of sexual energy possible. This doesn't have to include another person. When you can merge your connection to Creator with your connection to the earth without any filters or blocks between the two, you experience a complete and true connection. We act as the conduit between heaven and earth, and when we can put ourselves into this energy at any given time, we are not tempted to use our sexual energy in a way that feeds our need for validation, nor are we easily manipulated by another's outputting of sexual energy. This card is asking you to look at where sexual energy is directed in your life. And this is really perfect for what we're talking about right now. As I mentioned with getting grounded, I will, as I said, keeping my feet grounded, focusing on my chakras, aligning them, and letting that light connect all the way through. So as the card is talking about from heaven to earth, feeling that sexual energy in yourself, allowing that energy to just feel really good. This is a great, great way to kind of turn things around and practice getting grounded and feeling good in your body. So this is awesome. The card is lovely and was so the message. Yes. And so was the message. Oh, thank you, Lola. So yes, practice. And this is key with self-love. And like I said before, when you are feeling negative and you have those negative emotions, giving yourself a lot of love in that process. No judging. Don't judge. Just allow those feelings, work through them until you can get to that positive, good feeling. But this card shows us that this is a good way to practice feeling good within ourselves in our own body. You don't need somebody else to do that for you. You don't need someone else to validate that for you. This is what you can do for yourself. It's a beautiful gift that you can do for yourself. So that is it for my coffee chat this morning. Oh, Lola, so happy to see you here. And T-Barb, as always, thank you so much for being such a great supporter. I appreciate you being here this morning. So blessings to you both. And for anyone watching this video, I encourage you to check out my other YouTube videos and subscribe. Would love for you to subscribe. And that is it. I'm tired. I'm planning on resting this weekend. So please be safe this weekend. Take care and have a great one. All right. Bye-bye.